So I feel like I've made a lot of videos talking about depression, anxiety, and eating disorders, and that everything's going to be okay, and it really is in a few years. Maybe not even that. It all depends on you and where you are in life. But I feel like I haven't really talked about coping methods and how to cope with your situations and things like that. And these are just some of the coping methods that I found effective for me. A lot of people find different coping methods are useful for them that may not be useful for me, and this is just kind of a basis and you can try different coping methods and see what works for you. And this is just things that have worked for me. This is more of a video for people that don't really know what to do when it comes to coping. And I hope some of these will help you, because I like helping people. The very first one that I had ever learned, I learned when I went to therapy for the very first time. It was my first appointment. It was the first time I'd ever been in therapy. I was terrified. I didn't know what to expect. And I was talking to a really nice woman, and she wasn't really lecturing, because this was after my parents had found out about my self-harm, and that's why I was in therapy. And it was 2 years after I had started doing that, and she told me, and this is going to sound really weird and really just strange and kind of stupid, but it actually does work, and it's very strange. She told me just to run cold water, like turn on the faucet and just run really cold water, and put your wrists together like this and just stick them under the faucet like that. And it sounds very, very strange, but it actually makes you feel it makes you feel a lot better. And if that doesn't work, another thing she told me was to get a piece of ice and just put it on my wrist. Just plain, just ice. And she told me, the reason why she told me is because she said that it releases the same some of the same endorphins as it does when you, not endorphins, but chemicals in your brain, as it does when you self-harm. But it's not harming you, and it's not putting you in harm's way, and it's supposed to help kind of wean you off of self-harm. And it really helped. It actually made me feel a lot better and saved me from hurting myself again on many accounts. Another thing that I've found that helps, and this is going to sound really cliche and really stupid, but I found music and art help a lot. There's actually a thing called art therapy and drama therapy, and it's exactly how it sounds. And it helps. It puts your mind on more activities, and it puts you at ease, and it just helps you just have fun and feel better about yourself. And it keeps you away from self-harming and really keeps you away from that really sucky feeling of depression. And another one that I have found that's very effective, but I always didn't like starting it because I don't really like talking to people about my problems, and it's exactly doing that. It's talking to people and talking it out. And I hated doing it at first because I don't like sympathy, and I didn't like the look in people's eyes when I told them what happened. I don't like the look in people's eyes when I tell them I have depression and anxiety. It makes me feel like they look at me differently. Well, it used to. Now it doesn't anymore. Now I realize I can turn my past pain into something beautiful and helpful. But I used to hate it, and I still hate sympathy. But it does help a lot to just talk it out and just get everything off your chest and just rant and just be mad at the world for a while and have someone to load that off on, instead of just keeping it to yourself and keeping it all bottled up all the time, because it's going to explode and it's not going to look pretty. I speak from experience. It was really bad this one day, and I just that's all that I can think of at the moment. There are many, many, many more, and just surround yourself with positive things and positive people, and if you just surround yourself with positivity and try to keep a positive outlook on everything you do and just look for beautiful things and happy things in everything, then it's really going to make you feel a lot better. If you wake up with a smile, no matter how hard it is, I know you do not want to pick your head up off that pillow because that pillow is really comfortable. But if you just wake up with a smile, it's just going to make your morning so much better. If you woke up just like, oh my god, I hate this, it's going to make your morning feel so much better. And if you start off with a good morning, chances are your day is going to go pretty well if you start off with a good morning. That's all the coping methods I can think of at this moment. If you guys have any coping methods that you have found really effective and that I haven't mentioned, just comment down below, or if you don't want to comment, you can always send me a message and I can make another video on coping methods, because I really like making videos and helping y'all. It makes me smile. Sorry for the scratchy voice. I've been sick for like 3 weeks. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.